Hello, everybody, and welcome to the South Park Phone Story Weekly Update for week number 5 of year 3. Kind of weird how they're doing it, though. They went to week 54 or something instead of 52. Rez, what's up? I don't know exactly why, but in game the weeks aren't matching up right. But I'm going still by my number. I might end up fixing it. I might end up fixing it and catching up, like, you know, going back one or whatever. I'm not sure, but I think I might just stick with this because this matches with the actual weeks. Like it is the 5th week of January, or next week will be the 5th weekend of January. So, or not of January, it'll be of the year, but it'll be technically February, right? Yeah, it'll be well, no, it'll still be January. It'll be the 31st. But anyway, welcome in, Kicks Knuckles. Welcome. I didn't get a legendary for months, and I got a double mint. Very nice. You're screaming in your hotel room in the middle of the night. That's awesome. But we have the typical weekly update for you guys this week. We're gonna be going through last week's Team Wars and the games and the outcome of it, and that we have some really good games this week, so make sure you stick around. Some also impossible ones that were just kind of fun to watch, but we will then jump over to the deck choices for next week, which will be for week 5, and then we'll also look at the dev update for this week, which is going to be a big one, and we might be here for a while because there's some balance changes that are going to be happening. So with balance changes usually comes a lot of chitter chatter in the comments, so we might be here for a while. What's a legend in the locker look like? You haven't gotten one in a while? Yeah. I think I got the last locker legends I got were, I think it was a 2x when I got Mintberry Crunch to level 5. But otherwise, I got the DPI blue from the weekend event. Oh yeah. Double, not DPI. The double. Nice. The DPI, I was like, you talking about mouses? Your mouse sensitivity? But guys, if you want to do me a favor, go into your team chats right now and drop the link so that we can all talk about the decks and stuff, and you can talk shit to your teammates about, no, that's a dumb choice. See, Glanzer agrees with me, not you, you dummy. Stuff like that. So go into chat, everybody right now. Everybody, every team. I want every single one of you, all 8 of you, go in and put the stream into your teams. Anyway, let's go look at last week. We have, boom, there we go. So Free to Play World gets matched up with Mercenaries, and I think that's the actual Mercenaries, like the highest branch of Mercenaries, right? That's them, right? But yeah, I like to remove that. But we won by 20 points, so it got pretty close. We had quite a few losses. I mean, I don't know. People just lose nowadays, I guess. I don't know. Me to get flamed by Diretide? Do it. Wait, what? I don't know what you're saying. But yeah, so we won by 20 points, which is pretty great. But then it's crazy, like you see those 3rd and 4th place spots, and it's just such a difference in the points that it's just like ridiculous. Like the difference, like there needs to be a middle ground there. Like clearly, number 1 and 2 are in a different league than number 3, 4, like clearly they're in 3, 4, and 5. Clearly. Posted for you in the mobsters. Oh, thanks, Dodge. But yeah, so that needs, like, this needs to be platinum. Like, take the top 2 teams that get like 5,000 points. Any team that gets 5,000 and above should be in platinum league. Because then it'd be close as fuck. Every bracket would be close as hell. Okay, but it's cool to be competitive and be, you know, 20 points away. So kind of cool. I didn't get a what's the word? I didn't get a picture of like the current standings because I don't think much has changed. Free to Play Whale still at the top, Chef second, Illuminati third, TMI 4th, I still think. And then Tidal Wave might be 5th? Who's 5th right now? That's your team in 5th, Arkansas? Oh man, I'm sorry. See, isn't that shitty? Like, you guys might even be the people that get in 5th place. There's some people, I don't know what your team scored. Maybe you guys were, you know, right below it with, you know, 2,500 or whatever. But, like, I know that Namblos gets, like, less than 1,000 points right now. We're only running, like, 30 people or something like that. But we get, like, less than 1,000 points right now. And we're getting like 5th place, so they could be even in a lower one below that. Like, they should really be in silver, but because of the way it works is like 1 week of doing good trumps so much loss that you only have to do well once out of every 3 weeks, and you're still gonna go up in crowns. And in fact, if you're running 50 people and still getting decent scores, even if you get 2nd place, 3rd place, 4th place, you're not going to go negative crowns because you're getting, you know, 1 point per 100 people, or 1 point per 100 points. We're ranked 400th and only half team active. So we were going against Ukraine. Yeah, that's really funny. Nambling has been on a 1st place streak. Hell yeah, just not. Tidal Wave is 5th overall. Okay, thanks, Tattooed. That's what I thought. Yeah, Namblings is running what, like 43 is their sweet spot, it seems. So that's pretty cool. We should go down to 43 sometime. But you see there, Respect My Authority got 43 runs. But you'd wonder if some of those teams like Respect My French, maybe because they were running against us, they're like, oh, I don't even care. I don't even want to run. But it's like, that's stupid, right? Because if you don't do your runs, you don't get point. You don't get like a pack. But I don't know. Anyway, let's head over to the game. Badoo, nice wipe. All right, so we're gonna start with, well, we're not gonna start with Moody, I lied. Well, no, Moody's a good one to start with. So let's do this one. All right, so Moody, we got Derek D, 1993. I'm gonna ignore chat for a while, and I'm going to shoutcast the shit out of these Coon plays. All right, good start here with the fast pass. Coon might have been a good start, but it's good to have your tank ready for the counter push. Lead with your fighters or your assassins. Timmy in the corner, it's going to be a good bet pretty much anytime. Timmy in the corner is a pretty good play, to be honest. Fast pass level 4, getting some good damage on the Timmy. Nice. Now, Timmy hitting the Timmy was huge. Getting that extra value there. I could have maybe, if I would have hit that immediately, I could have maybe gotten that off, but not a big deal. We used the hamster so they could kill him even if they got frozen. Now killing him is a big deal. The hamster is going behind enemy lines, and the Timmy can't target the hamster, so he can't help clear out. But the level 4 diabetes does not survive. Oh no, the one rat surviving? No, just long enough. Yes! The level 5 Timmy can survive just long enough to keep being a threat. Now let's see if Professor Chaos can help him out. Timmy, you gotta help Coon. There you go. We got Coon with that plus 100 though. Hopefully starts getting on Nukid. No, but the super fart doesn't do enough damage to kill the Timmy though. That's brutal. That's a whole lot of Mexican going on at Taco John's. Oh, the poison does what Nukid would have done anyway, so really bad poison there. I really hate poison in Team Wars weeks. There's almost the only situation where I think poison is the right choice is if visitors is an option. That's literally the only Team Wars target that I would be okay with saying like, yes, drop some poison on that. Cause you could drop, oh, the flustered cuck super far BM. Cause you could drop, wait, what team was this? LAO. Okay, that's a good team. You could drop man, I lost my train of thought. What the fuck? Tidal Wave sucks more than my adventure luck did this week. That's funny. What was I just talking about, guys? Remind me. I got distracted by the super fart BM. It was so good. It's so good. Even the low level Mintberry Crunch though can do pretty well. So it's kind of a toss up. What was it? Mintberry Crunch versus Mecha. I did well with both on both. I had teams that ran each one of them, and I thought it played pretty well on either of them. Fast Pass not getting a single ability off was kind of shit, but hopefully we're gonna boost the Coon enough, just enough to get him to do some good work. The monkey is a problem here. We're gonna hopefully, yeah, we did get the monkey. Nice. We didn't freeze the Mintberry Crunch though, which I really thought we would have. No idea. Oh, but no, I was talking about poison. That's what it was. And I was saying, like, there's not a whole lot of situations where, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, that was probably bad. I mean, if it would have killed diabetes, it would have been better. But the level 5 Ikes are pretty tough. And this is almost worked, but I don't think I was ever gonna be able to deal with this guy's levels, because he had level 5 epics, level 3 legend, shit like that. But anyway, the poison, even if it's like dropped on a bunch of assassins, there's not a whole lot. Oh, level 6 Super Craig too. There's not a. It's most likely the assassins are gonna get some value anyway already. And if you do it on your side, they're still gonna hit your new kid, because poison isn't fast. Poison doesn't happen quickly. This was a mistake on my part. I played it poorly in the you know what, the fast pass is only level 2, so I was right to not really pay much attention to that. Now we do get that, so this might be good. Can we get the turnaround? Let's see. It's all about if we can kill the Mintberry Crunch or not. Oh, the Mintberry Crunch is gonna go down. Oh, he does go down. We're just gonna slam it. Of course, he's got Super Fart, but we thought maybe. Ooh, that helps as well. Thought maybe if you didn't have the energy. It was our last ditch effort, really. Super Fart would have been a good one, but I love playing Wonder Tweak. It would have been shit if the pull away would have been just not quite enough, and 4S Monkey's range would have still been there. We're going for that chip with the fast pass. Oh no, pulls it just away enough, but he doesn't have a whole lot of attack. Ooh, we do have we should have maybe used the Professor Chaos to try to kill the gizmos. We thought maybe the... Oh, I didn't freeze that one. Damn. I felt like that was just levels. I couldn't do much against those level 6 commons and level 5 epics. The level 5 gizmos were brutal, man. I loved them. Loved them. Loved them on the other accounts. Why we didn't run Gizmo on Namblo? I don't know why. Gizmo's great. Alright, so they're the same level. So we're pretty even here. I'm gonna play some Mintberry Crunch because that bitch is strong. We could bait the poison. I don't think he even dies to the poison. Oh god, I played him right, but that actually works for me. Oh, we get it out almost quick enough to make him not get anything out, but he does get that stun out. You can, if you Mintberry Crunch right when Chaos gets stunned, you can kill him before the plus 200 on the Coon. Nice. We do get the... Oh, the hamsters don't get stopped. Are the hamsters gonna get it? One more hit, little hamster. Nicely done. And the Coon coming in with a little bit of extra damage. Let's see if we can get him strong enough to stop the diabetes. They do. Plus 100. That's not bad against a level 14 new kid. Nice, 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 Coon. Nice hits, Coon. Can you protect the diabetes? Oh, the diabetes died. I didn't think the diabetes would die to that, but he is base level 4, so. Not because I couldn't have. I think we brought him to level 5, but I couldn't upgrade him to level 5. I think I could upgrade him to 5, but. Alright, so I'll definitely be here tomorrow. It'll be definitely better because I'll have Wi-Fi. Dude, no problem, man. No problem. That's why we put this on YouTube. Alright, we got Super Craig coming at us. Super Craig's a good lead. Although you might want to save him to deal with the swarm specifically. A lot of the time... Oh, there you go, there you go, there you go. Oh, we moved him out of the way. Oh, it almost worked, it almost worked. The Wonder Tweak moved the Chaos out of the way so he didn't hit the rats. That was almost a work of art. Oh no, now we're in trouble here though. Now we're in trouble. There's a whole lot coming at us and we're not going to be able to really stop it, but hopefully Mintberry Crunch is just consistent damage in the back. It's going to be enough to stop him. Captain Diabetes. He's still got a minute to come back and we got no way to really do anything about it. Whoa. Whoa. Going well with my account slowly, but there's progress. What's up, Bat? Welcome back. I'm doubting to chance my deck because I have it now for a very long time. Oh, look at that fast pass play. Fast pass, fast pass. Right on the line, right on the line. You can't stop it. It's perfect angled. Boom, boom, boom. Pow. Beautiful. Beautiful. Moody getting wins in Gold League, baby. Let's go. We got Brothers of Pooh. It's hard to look for a new good working combination. Yeah, sometimes you just got to stick with what you have leveled until you can just, you know, grow every other aspect of your account. There's nothing wrong with that. I played Dougie like level 4 early on because I thought it was good. And then people started getting to the point where their assassins could just one-shot them. And then I was like, oh, this card's not very good. I learned today. Okay, we got some level 4 epics coming at us, level 6 diabetes. Might be difficult, but we have an incredible setup right here. This might work out well. The level 3 legend, though, against us. This is going to be interesting. Let's see what we can do. Can we kill the Midberry Crunch in time? No, we can't do anything. Are we going to be able to stop it? Let's reset a little bit. We got to just take a little bit of time to regain our composure. The Warboy tweak gets hit. Let's put that in the corner so he can't hit our Midberry Crunch with his ability. His ability's going slow, though. Ours is going to come quicker. Nice. Even level 2. Decent damage on that ability. The Super Craig coming out to protect the Timmy a little bit. Timmy can protect himself. The poison or the Chaos does get to the back, but we play the hamsters now. Not going to get stopped by the Super Fart, but they weren't going to get stopped by it anyway. The hamsters coming out, always good. The Super Craig getting the extra damage out. Super Craig not getting his AoE out on those rats. Unfortunately, that was a ballsy play. Trusted those rats to take the kill. The level 4 base getting it, yes, and he's going to survive the new kid hit. Yes, he does, but it's not going to mean much. The level 6 diabetes boy, though, definitely useful. Get some more chip. Yes, another chip from the fast pass. Now the diabetes boy going down, but the level 4 program stand still possibly an issue. That freeze could make his whatever he puts out not really able to do anything. But luckily, even though the Warboy might get frozen, the Tornado doesn't get frozen, and that keeps him away from our bar, even though it would only take like 1 or 2 hits for him to take the bar. He doesn't get a hit at all. The nice freeze by the Chaos, the good damage from even the level 3 Warboy. This guy is sad as fuck, losing with his higher levels. Let's see the level 3 Warboy getting the bar. Oh my god, will he do it? No, he uses his ability. He does not underestimate the Wonder Tweak. Good for him, good for him. Let's see if we can defend, though. This is going to be interesting. The Super Craig coming. We got 48 seconds. This is going to get real close. Are we going to be able to defend? I don't know. We might not be able to defend against these leveled cards versus ours. We'll see. The Warboy was definitely a good choice. I don't know who Warboy was in place of, but Warboy probably should have been the choice. Why would we not go Warboy? What was Warboy the outfit for? Fucking love Warboy. The poison coming out. Oh man, the last death chance. Oh, can we stop him? I don't think we're gonna have a chance here. I think we're just gonna get brutalized with the levels here. There's no coming back for it. 18 seconds. Oh no, it hits a lot of damage there. The rat's coming out. No, he gets his heal off. I thought the Chaos was gonna hit the other guy. Can the rats come through? Can they come through? The Super Fart on the rats. Don't need it. The fast pass. All we need is the fast pass to get the chip. I think it's enough damage. Will he potato into the fast pass, getting the damage? We got to play high side. The Super Craig might come at a surprise. What's going to happen? He fucked up. He fucked up. He plays it right in line. The fast pass coming through. Oh, and he gets it. He gets it. He fucking gets it. Oh my God. What a potato. What a potato. I was so hyped during that game, man. I was so hyped. I was just like, we gotta play it, man. The fast pass coming through. Is the angle gonna be right? Is he gonna pull it off? Super Craig gonna distract him, and it does a little bit. Remember, he plays that, and then he tries to play on the top side right away. He was probably distracted, didn't realize, boom. Maybe he didn't think he was gonna do 127 damage. I don't know what he was thinking, but that was the bad play. Me hype, shut up. But that is a win on Moody Bucketheads in gold. And if you're not hyped for that, you always got to be hype. We always got to be hype for Moody Buckethead golds. Gold wins. Valor, what's up, man? Bacon cat spray. Back on that cat spray. What's up, man? Welcome back. Good to see you. I still don't understand the hamsters. What don't you understand about them? Why they would pick them, or what? they just ignored like abilities and stuff like that. So super fart, poison, mecha, all that kind of stuff. All right, we're gonna take this Robo Chica and get a little damage. Oh, see, I played that wrong, but I really wanted to get the freeze first and foremost. I didn't really care about getting Diabetes Boy doubled. Although that's a really sick combo, it wasn't. It was going to be detrimental overall right there. So he wasn't going to survive much longer, regardless. So the level 2's not going to last too long. Wow, he just like got a lot of attacks though. I'm going to put the War Boy out. Nicely done. I should have used Satan or Santa right there, and I would have been able to just freeze him. But we freeze the Santa, so then he can't get his ability off. Well done. Well done. Get another freeze. Perfectly timed. Actually worked out better to play it that way. Well done. Just walk through it now. We have a huge energy advantage, so we'll just keep pushing the issue. He pushes us back with the super fart, which usually is just delaying the inevitable. And now you'll see earlier somebody plays later in a different game. Somebody plays Gizmo and then immediately plays Santa and then has 2 gizmos, when in reality you always wait for that first charge, because one, the first charge is quicker, and then you get the Santa on the second one, because then you'll get 4 by the time, like before even you get to half court, you'll have 4. Like you guys saw where I had 4 gizmos right there. Like that gets brutal. And then when you could do Santa again potentially in there. Good stuff. Good stuff. You can't fuck with me with Gizmo, man. I'm a god. Moody got a 6 element Randy from TVT pack. Nice. Captain Diabetes. You have the level 5 Mecha Timmy. Diabetes getting fed. Love to see it. Love to see it. Mecha Timmy though coming in. Doesn't really matter too much the positioning here. Only the mid-berry crunch positioning matters. So you're just trying to not get things in a line, but it's kind of hard to avoid. You'll see they do kind of still go in like a rough line here, but hopefully this helps us out. We're gonna get that Super Craig, a little bit of extra damage out, kill that hamster, which is nice. We're gonna try as good as we can to protect those gizmos, because those gizmos are the money makers. Boom! Can we kill the Super Craig? Oh, yes! Well done. The gizmos actually survived. And this is actually better. I should have waited, but yeah, see, the Mintberry Crunch was going to get an ability off. I was trying to get him out before that, but he does miss 2 of them, so now we have the gizmos alive. Takes the hits from the Mintberry Crunch and replaces himself with another one. Beautiful gizmo skilling there. Skilling? I don't know what other word to use. But let's see. Oh, I was gonna try to mind control him and then get it again in the mind control, but doesn't look like we're gonna have an option. The mind blast from the Dr. Timmy takes us out with the bunny ear blast from Clone's new kid. All right, let's see if we can take this last bar. We only won by 20 points, so games like this were important. We got Gizmo on the top side. We're not too worried about it. It is level 4. The poison isn't even gonna kill him, so we got to try to protect him from the Timmy. If we can try to keep somebody behind him, even if it is somebody we care about. The Timmy can't get the ability. Nice, the Timmy didn't get the ability off. We're gonna hopefully chaos them all. Yes, we got them all except for the one that had the most health, which is fine. He'll just die. We freeze him immediately. We get some more gizmos into the mix. This is gonna be great if we can stop. Oh, nice super far. The mid-game BM, and now that is one problem with super farting the gizmos. You don't really want to do it because that actually will almost always end in their benefit. I'm gonna have the craziest, I'm gonna have the craziest gizmo army coming at this guy. I BM'd him twice. I BM'd him twice, guys. What's up, Stan of Many Moons? I super far BM'd him twice. Can you believe it? Daddy duty. With which player can you replace Mintberry Crunch? Mintberry Crunch, like in a deck, like Timmy would be good. Any of the other Bradleys on the other theme would be probably fine, except for Mystic Bradley. Any range probably would fit his place pretty well. Poison him. I'm pretty sure that kills the. I was pretty sure that kills the Mintberry Crunch. But he does still get a pretty decent amount of damage. Our not tool shed, our program goes down without too much say. Now we get him with the Timmy. Come on, Super Craig. There you go. Boom, blasted him. Yeah, I don't know why you would play a Swarm card on the Super Craig. Like, he does AoE damage. What are you thinking? What are you thinking? All right, now we're gonna slam this diabetes boy. There we go. We got the combo off. Boom! A huge hits. The diabetes boy didn't even get touched. Oh, that's so funny. Diabetes boy! Diabetes boy! And the gizmos survived too. Oh my lord. Oh shit. That's always fun. Alright, next. DNG. Alright, we have the main. Actually, we're gonna do the adventure lock ones first because DNG has the main event. We're gonna watch the main event last. He's strong as fuck with Santa. Dude, yeah, if you have Hanky in the mix there too, you can actually get another ability off before Santa gets the other one. So you chain it like 4 times in a row and you get like 1,000 damage. Like, it's fucking crazy. All right, we play the Midbreak Crunch in the corner. Level 1, not bad. Let's see what we can do. All right, interesting. Just leading with the range cards. The range card supremacy took a little bit of damage. The level 4s, now this is tough for us. We are in gold. And what happened there? All right, we're gonna play those guys. That's not bad. Not a oh, dude, these gizmos level 5 is gonna fuck me over. But what happened here? Like, we had like a outside shot of a chance. This was actually my 3rd game that I played. I did not do well on this account, obviously. Not hard to figure that out. We only had, what, 3 cards we could upgrade: Santa, Rats, and I had Super Craig a couple levels. So I did have that. I have him level 5. Not all the way max, though. He played a guy who, see, like, that one gizmo just wouldn't die. And I felt like we played, even here, we played pretty good. But it's just like, where's that gizmo now? Like, what the fuck's what is even happening here? What does this look like on his end? Please, Uni Tristan. I hope you recorded this, and I hope you could tell me, what the fuck does this look like on your side? Was your Super Craig dead? What was going on? Didn't really have much of a chance here, but we kept going. Trying to kill that Super Craig just to see, like I definitely, that's enough damage to kill him. But like, does he seriously just not exist? He's just not taking damage? Like what the fuck? It even looked like my laugh was too fast there. Oh, and his guy kills me. Like, what is going on? What is happening? Okay, that one is stupid. Didn't bother with that one. But we got Icy Man, 100% integrity. 100 P integrity. Alright, we're starting with the Santa. Not bad when we can lead with the Santa. We might actually have an outside shot of doing something. We get the Nelly to help us out as well. We got pretty much our strongest cards available, which means that we might take a bar and then get counter pushed fucking like crazy because we'll have nothing but base level cards to defend. But we'll see how it goes. Level 2 Mecha might be trouble for me. Let's see if we can get the poison off. I could have gotten the poison, but not bad getting the poison on everybody there. We put the Nelly out so that he couldn't just get my what's his name? Get my fuck. Oh, we did get him. Okay, there we go. He couldn't just get my no. Oh, you know what sucks? If they're frozen, if they're stunned or impacted by Timmy or Chaos or whatever, when you use the Santa, it actually wastes the Santa. And I don't know if that's intentional or not. I honestly have no idea. I don't know if that's how it's supposed to happen or not. But it's pretty crazy that that's how it works. All right, we're gonna try to. No, the Chaos not dying though, which means she could still come back and impact it, but he's probably just gonna get frozen. Yes, he gets frozen and died. Oh, and he brings back his Santa and he gets the ability back. Oh no, now he can mind control me again. We're doing everything we can, but we just don't have any cards to play. I should have poisoned this group right here. That was my mistake. I should have poisoned right there, and it would have killed the mecha. I was thinking to get the ability off. I don't know. Oh, that worked out pretty well. That worked out pretty well. The poison is definitely gonna kill my base level cards though. But we do get it off before he dies. The death throes of Dr. Timmy protecting New Kid from that bitch Nelly. That bitch horse shovel wielding Nelly. Still takes one shot though. Just slowly surviving. Slowly chipping away at me. Alright, let's see what we got here. Nelly gonna help us out with those hamster balls real easy. I think Super Craig on the Bebe. You gotta be careful though with cards that have knockback on range cards, so you don't knock them back into range of what makes them more effective, you know. But we could get the oh shit, if he doesn't have the super fart. Oh, does the chaos die? Here's our chance. Here's our one chance. 30 seconds left. Can we stop it? Oh, the power fart, the super fart comes out. Oh, can he stop? Oh, he stops him. We can't stop anything. Oh, but the Super Craig might get the angle on it. Does he? Yes, he does. The Super Craig level 5 upgraded just barely, but he's got 13 seconds left. Can we stop it? There's still 10 seconds. 8, 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Oh, we can do it with a little bit of fart B&M. Boom, boom, boom. We do pull off one victory. One victory. Woo! Thanks for the boosts, guys. Hacker Man. I got 2 more copies of them. That's some Gucci Wi-Fi. There was an Incan in my shop. Hell yeah, dude. Hello, chump. Welcome back. Chumpy chump chump. Love those shitty timed mid-berry crunch plays to try to make something happen. It's gonna work, guys. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. Oh yeah. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy too. Kill them all. God, I don't have a single card leveled up in my hand right now. I didn't get a single card leveled up in my hand. Oh, I can't believe this shit. Oh, I can't believe this shit. Now I got the rat swarm. This is a travesty. Oh, damn it. Got that hit in. This is crazy. This is a goddamn travesty. This is a travesty. All right, we got to kill that Timmy real quick. Nice, the level 7 rats do come in clutch, but they were supposed to stop and help kill the coon. They were supposed to stop and help kill the coon. Can the rats take a bar? Yes, we took 1 bar. We did it. But it's going to be pretty hard to stop him from just walking through with his cards. Wonder Tweak, Warboy Tweak is the only one that can hit the, like literally the only one that can hit him. But it's not gonna be enough. It's not gonna be enough. Can we stop the diabetes from using his ability? That's good enough. Now, is this gonna be enough? No, even at 2, it's probably max level 2. That's still an incredible amount of damage. Now the Mint Berry Crunch, we're gonna try to, I should have played it differently because he might be able to hit both of us now. But he doesn't get the ability off. Stupidly, he doesn't play his ability. Let's see if we can get some benefit from this. Boom, smack, schmack-a-doodle, smooky dookie bookie. Oh, let's see if we can get, no, if I could have gotten the stun off on his chaos, we would have had a chance. We're gonna use this. Get out of there. Oh, the super fart actually working really well, but he's able to kill my guy. Nothing I could do with these low level cards. Didn't have a chance to really even play Satan. I mean Santa. I always say Satan or Santa. Not much. Not much is gonna happen here, unless we get lucky. Can we stop it? Can we stop it? No. Now that the coon's out, too much damage. Not too much damage, but too much health. That was really the problem. I couldn't feasibly play the Santa at all, and I should have tried to like maybe give up a bar and throw it. I think maybe the poison level 4 kills him too. I don't know. Didn't try hard enough though. That was dumb too, playing the rats. I didn't think about the mid-berry crunch ability. But can we keep him away? No. It's just so fucking hard with those low level cards, man. And if you don't get them dealt early on, you're screwed. You're screwed. You're screwed. Like if I start with all of them, I got a chance. But right here, rats, can't really lead with them. I mean, maybe some weeks that would be good because it would force a bad play. But this week, you could play Super Craig. You could play your own rats. You could play poison. You could play super fart. There's so many options. Chaos. There's so many options to kill the rats so easily. Boom, boom, boom. And the level 4 is coming through. Pow. Boom, pow. These base level cards holding their own. Don't do it to him, Satan. Santa. That was a bad poison. I don't know what I was thinking there. Trying to just kill that. The Oh, we did get him before the sec. So that poison, I guess, wasn't terrible. He didn't stun us twice, which would have been quite a bit of less damage out there. Okay, we can super. I don't even think this kills him. Look at this shit. Oh my god, put Nelly out, dummy. There you go. I should have just put Nelly out instead of Super Craig. I knew the Super Craig wouldn't have killed him. Mistakes were made. Mistakes were made. We just gotta try to kill the Mint Berry Crunch. Can we get it quick enough? Oh, the Nelly not gonna get stopped. The Nelly. Oh, Nelly. Oh, the lava just barely doing its thing. The hamster's coming through, not gonna get stopped. Oh, but the Super Craig. No, the hamster gets the hit. Can we get a bar? We got another bar. Can you fucking believe it? Now we get a chance to play the Santa. Might be able to delay the inevitable, but we'll see here. Let's see what he plays. Let's see what he plays. We got the Super Craig coming out against him. Uh-oh. 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 We do have our rat swarm, but we need to kill a couple of these fuckers before that's gonna matter. Boom! Got him out. Boom. Boom, boom. That might help a little bit, but not enough damage. If we kill the 4-ass monkey a little bit better. We gotta maybe kill the program before he gets his freeze off. We did. The rats, can they kill him quick enough? No, they can't. Oh, is a bad poison? No, maybe good. I don't know. We'll see. The hamsters have to come out and potentially kill them. He can't use his ability. The Timmy nullified. Oh, the Timmy killed. Wow, that worked out really well. But the level, god damn it, man. The level 3 doing too much damage. That was it's a bad super fart. It's a bad super fart. There you go. Good call, good call. Pulling that away, it does pull him, but it doesn't hit the Nelly. We're pushing them back. I knew that. Well, I honestly thought the Super Craig wouldn't get pushed back and he'd get stuck on me, but stuck on you, stuck like glue. Super Craig, I could have waited and let New Kid hit. I can't deal with his levels. Couldn't deal with his levels. And I'm fairly certain he plays a level 5 mecha or something like that. Oh no, it's Mint Berry Crunch. Somebody somewhere plays a level 5 mecha on me. Maybe that already happened, I just didn't even notice, but they played a level 5 mecha on my account. I was just like, are you fucking kidding me? I think it was one of the Moody games and I didn't even notice it. But yeah, there's just no way we can defend. Like maybe I could have saved up for Santa. No, because Warboy was getting hits on New Kid already. Nellie's my only choice as far as like damage goes, but she's gonna get killed. Maybe if I would have played less into the group, but either like I didn't want them to get closer because I didn't have the energy to keep playing and stop them. I just don't think I had a way to combat just the amount of levels he could throw at me. But I mean, I got 2 bars off of motherfuckers. That's impressive. That's impressive. I got it, man. With base level cards, those fucking potatoes let me take a bar. In that one instance, it actually was base level cards. Like it was, I think the rats were there, but otherwise it was just all base level cards. Just played pretty well against them. All right. Got 8-8-6-3 versus 6-9. I know, chump. I was so close. I was so close, but I just could not stop him. Sucks. Sucks. All right. See, this is what I was talking about. We missed that because he got frozen. I had no idea that happened. I had no idea that happened. Shit like that costs you the game. Shit like that costs you championships. Badoo. Nice hit. Make sure you don't hit him. Use that again. Boom. Boo boot. Use his ability. Oh, I waited too long. I fucked that up. But I wanted to make sure I didn't get him with the Warboy. Go, Mecha, go. Go, Mecha, go. Oh. Oh, the mid-game BM. Holy shit. If he doesn't turn this, or if he gets this one turned around on him, he's going to be the laughing stock. Oh, the good super fart value. Even kills the high-level rats. But the diabetes boy ain't going to do shit. Diabetes boy. There we go. I used it just so that he wouldn't be able to get to me and do damage. Booyah! Even though it did technically help him to use it. Boop. Use the super fart and fart again. Use the super fart and fart again. Before the game's over. Oh, yeah. You had a chance, bro. I guess one's enough. I guess one's enough. All right, we got B Dimps from SP Elites 420. Hillbilly Hot Dog, welcome back. Reaper, welcome back. Outcast, welcome back. Cloud Chucker, what's up, buddy? Level 3 Mecha, looking good, looking good, looking even so far. We do have that level 5 Santa. Is our professor? Yeah, our program's level 5, so we have a bit of advantage so far. But he does steal my freeze. He freezes my Santa, which actually kind of helps me out. Slows him back, keeps him on my side. So does the freeze. If you're not using the freeze to actually get good damage, it's kind of playing into my hand. Like what? Why did he do that? Somebody explain it to me. Why did he do that? Oh, we saved the Chaos. Big save there. Chaos doing big work on that Nelly before he went. Let's see if we can get him. Nicely done. Now the damage that we do can just get reversed. Super Craig coming out to help deal with the rats. Dealt with 2 of them. Little Mr. Diabetes boy coming out quickly. I timed that wrong. I did it way too early. I'm so stupid. I was trying to get it perfectly, but I fucked it up. Yeah, oops indeed. You can tell the one on my main account I played after this one because I had the timing right when I did it on those ones. I always do it Adventure Lock Moody, this account, main account. He pulls me away just in time. Freeze him just in time. Oh, he's gonna stop me. Oh, this might be perfect. I might actually have time to use the ability. No, I could have actually probably done it, but oh, he still survives. We're gonna do just fine. And the hamsters on the top side, everybody going down. The Robo against the rats though is the right play, but you gotta make sure they die. All right, guys, now here's the main event. We got Dar Pope from Merc Australia. You guys have seen him on ladder before. We've played him a few times. He is naked, coming at us. Let's dissect this one, shall we? All right. What's up, Meow Bark? Welcome in. All right, we got Dar Pope. All right, so we're leading with that Mecha Timmy potentially. Actually, I usually like to lead with the program stand and then Mecha Timmy behind him. I don't like to lead the Mecha Timmy. All right, we got the level 4 Mecha Timmy, so right away we had a little bit of a disadvantage here, so it might be a little bit worrisome. We got to play that right away, whether it hits me or not. I just want him to stay away from my new kid. If he could have had the option to not use it. Level 4 is pretty long. He might have been able to get a hit on my new kid. I didn't want that to happen. We're gonna mecha here just anything we can because he won't be able to just immediately turn it around because his is still on cooldown. So we do get the value here and we pretty much wipe out the diabetes. That's great. We get the mind control on the Super Craig, not gonna be too damaging. We get the chaos. Ooh, it does get poisoned. That's going to be trouble. The Super Fire wouldn't have killed him, but because of the poison, it takes him out. We steal the War Boy, does a little bit more damage on that guy. We get the Satan. We get another steal. The Alien Clyde. Man, I didn't even know Alien Clyde was a choice this week. Definitely not the right choice. With the mind controls and everything going on, you're just as likely to hit your own unit. But we do finally take the mecha out. Well done. I could have done it better here, but I wanted that mind control because I knew something was coming to kill the mecha. But unfortunately, they're able to get it off. So he's playing well here, teching me really well on his side, but our levels might just win the day for us. No, he's able to get his diabetes boy off. I don't want to use anything yet, but the Santa takes a lot of the hits. So the level 5 program coming through, the low level rats coming through. I thought they were higher level, honestly. This play, in my head, those were like level 6 or level 7 rats. But we're on TMI and they didn't level rats at all. Whoops. Whoops. If those are like level 6 or 7 rats, that Santa would have gotten fucking melted. But he stupidly plays that in between them. Chaos doesn't retarget. His aggro range doesn't let him, or doesn't make him retarget. So when he retarget the Santa, that is. So when he plays that guy, I immediately attack him. See, this is the guy. So he made a mistake there. He should have waited for that first gizmo, get the charge, and then use it. And then he would have been able to get 2 gizmos. He would have had 4 gizmos right there. It would have been much, much deadlier. Now we're going to go here with him trying to get... I did that Super Craig, or the diabetes a little bit earlier. I could have taken like 1 hit first. Because it heals the health that you don't hit when it comes back down. So you want to take a little bit of damage before you use it, just like that. You'll see when he comes back down, he'll have like full health. You'll see. Oh, well, never mind. Oh, see, yeah, it's almost full. 3/4 or whatever. So Santa coming out to protect the troops, going into overtime. He does have that mecha. He was right to play the mecha. We have the hamsters on the top side. He plays that to stop us. No, but the mind control gonna come out on the mecha. The mecha not able to stop it. And the hamsters, level 4, played on the top side, takes down the levels. The level 8,400? 8,300? Let's watch those last few seconds again. All right, we play this. We know that he kind of just wasted 3 energy with that Alien Clyde play. And we know we have that bottom side pretty much handled. Like, I don't think he's going to be able to push through, even if he mind controls. We played Super Craig right there, so that's the mind control target, so he's not going to get Santa over and over again. So he gets us, and then we play that right when he plays the monkey. So we're hoping, and you see that this was actually... This was like perfect timing here on that mind control from Timmy, because you see my Super Craig get mind controlled by his Timmy and is the enemy, and you'll see my mind control coming through right when that one gets off, and I was able to actually hit. Not only did he hit his own Timmy with his super fart, he hit him with the New Kid Blast. So if I was like 1 bar behind and that game would have kept going, I would have been at way better position to push for another bar because I had pretty much killed his Timmy. Not only that, I pushed him back a little bit closer to me, so my Timmy was going to kill him. My Super Craig was going to kill him. Oh, there you go. My Super Craig would have probably killed him too, honestly. No, the Super Craig probably was going to die. No, Super Craig didn't get hit, so yeah, Super Craig would have immediately hit him and then probably would have been able to push for 2. But beautiful play. Nice deck built by our Russian comrades over on TMI. How's everybody doing? Welcome to the South Park Phone Destroyer Weekly Update. If you're new to the stream, say what's up. Say what's up. It's good to see you guys. We're going to be getting into the deck choices for this next week, which would be week 5. So make sure you comment what your team's thinking about, which ones you think need to be talked about more. I haven't looked at them too much yet. I know there's a couple options with like the Dougie and the Kyle the Drywells and stuff, but picked up from the Discord combos. But usually I like to go into this. I don't like to prepare for this. I like it to be like my off the cuff opinion, because then I like to, because if I think about it for too long, then I won't like, it'll probably be the best choice, you know what I mean? Like, but I could be wrong if I just do it off the cuff. So let's look at the deck choices. All right, I thought I might have to lower it. All right, there we go. There we go. Oh, one of them's on top of the other one. You see that? All right, let me change that quick. This one. There we go. All right, so we have a combination this week of a superhero and adventure and fantasy as well, right? Yeah, so superhero, adventure, fantasy, that looks to be it. Is there any sci-fi in there? Neutral obviously is an option. No, it looks like it's just those 3. I think it's pretty rare they do like all of the themes. Typically there's like 3 of them or 2 of them or 4 of them or whatever it might be. But this week we have a few different options. Let me move this. That's gonna bug me. It's just slightly over to the right. Okay. But here, let's match that up. Oh, this one's just a little smaller. It's gonna always look like that. We're gonna have to deal with it. OCD beware. All right, so let's just glance through real quick. Removal, anything? No. Okay, let's start with Mary Jane Randy and Pocahontas Randy. So first off, Mary Jane Randy not gonna be leveled up as much as Pocahontas for most people, unless you're full of a team of like recent players. Then they might more likely have Randy upgraded. Actually, Mary Jane Randy, that is. But Mary Jane Randy proved himself to be better than Sexy Nun Randy at a lot of different levels. Like a level 3 Randy, even a level 2 Randy could beat a level 4 or 5 Pocahontas or a Sexy Nun if you played it well. And the other guy wasn't playing too well. So, but that is partially because Sexy Nun Randy isn't very good. But Pocahontas Randy, quite a bit better of a card, right? His attack is just quick, deals with a lot of cards very quickly, and his little fighters aren't terrible. You know, for like last minute tank to help a bar or whatever. This one, it's kind of a toss-up to me. If you're in a team where you're probably only gonna level it to like 3 or 4 anyway, I would say Mary Jane Randy's probably your choice. If you're in a team that's gonna be able to take that slot to level 5, I think Pocahontas is probably going to be your choice. More people will have him level 5, and you're going to be able to benefit from that, because there's not if the removal is used on Pocahontas, well, there is no removal, is there? Yeah, so there's no removal for Pocahontas or this slot, so I think Pocahontas is going to be a good choice. Super Craig versus Heidi. I love that Heidi for the 2-drop. Having 2 drops is just so important. But Super Craig is also really good. They decide to go Coop. The Super Craig can help deal with the swarm that might amass while some of them are shielded for a little bit. That's going to be the problem. You shield the Coop for a little bit, they're going to be able to get close to each other and actually swarm you because the first one's not going to die. And then that could be the potential for problems. But I think because Dougie's an option and there's a few good assassin slots, I think Super Fart is probably going to be the card in that slot, so I don't think we have to worry about that too much. So I think Heidi or Super Craig could go either way. Heidi, obviously, you're going to have more people have her leveled up probably. Super Craig is a pretty hot commodity, so it's kind of hard to request him, so some people might not have him leveled up very high either. So that kind of depends on your team, but I think either card would do just fine. Just like we saw, I played Mintberry Crunch, I played Mecha Timmy. They were both fine in their slot. I think neither one was necessarily better or worse. It kind of depended on your team. Like obviously, maybe Mecha level 1 would have been better than Mintberry Crunch level 1, but I don't know. Fireball versus Lava. You guys know that I really don't think Lava is ever the choice as a spell. The General Disarray Lava is very good, but the Lava as a spell, just not very good. Looking at the Fireball targets, there's a lot. You could get the Kylo, the Drow Elves, you could get the Buccaneer Bebe, the Belf, a last ditch Dougie kill, one of the Timmies, you know, maybe burst the group that's around the Randy. So there's a lot of options, and there's no like Sharon or anything like that. Usually when there's Fireball, Sharon's an option. So there's no Sharon to heal people up, so you don't have to worry as much about, you know, that final damage, because your Grand Wizard Cartman AoE is probably going to do that damage to finish people off, right? This slot, Kylo Drow Elves versus Wonder Tweak. I just don't think that Wonder Tweak's going to shine enough here. The Kylo Drow Elves, especially with Hanky and especially with CKI as options, and the Dougie obviously, are just really good. And you can't really go without that when the enemy might have that. That's why my Fireball target will probably be the Kyle Drow Elves. Hit Kyle and one other thing, and that should get enough value where it's not going to hurt you. But then hopefully have like the Super Fart for the Dougie and whatever you might need for that. But yeah, I think Drow Elves is the clear choice there. Dog Poo versus Swashbuckler is interesting. Swash helps deal with Dougie to an extent, can pull him, but you have to remember that the pull doesn't pull once the attack animation starts, so you have to do it quite a bit earlier than you probably think you'd have to. But could potentially give him enough time to kill the Dougie. Dog Poo also can deal with the Dougie, though. If it's leveled enough, you can play Dog Poo halfway between on the Dougie's path. Dog Poo will hit before New Kid, or before Dougie gets there, and if the damage is right, it will kill him. So that's kind of a toss-up depending on your team. I think Dog Poo's the better choice. I can play Dog Poo better to stop the Dougie probably than I could Swashbuckler, and Dog Poo in general could do more damage against maybe the Randys, or, you know, he one-shots the Cox to maybe just slow play that. Can probably one-shot the CKI quick enough so that he can't get his ability off. Same with the Hanky, he'll one-shot him. So there'll be a lot of stuff that'll get one-shot. Both the Timmys here. Let's see. What would the benefit of? Okay, I think for sure this would be Pirate Ship Timmy. Catapult Timmy, you're more likely just gonna feed a Belf or a Buccaneer Bebe than have the rats be any good. There's a lot of quick attacking things. There's nothing that you could really benefit from stealing the attack from. Like if there was a bunch of slow attacking units, you'd say like, yeah, the rats are good because just like taking one hit from somebody is good. What's up, Sibo? But when it comes to just the amount of damage you could potentially do, what's up, LaForce? The Timmy, the Pirate Ship Timmy, can hit New Kid from quite a distance. To the like a level 6 Timmy can pretty much one-shot a level 14 New Kid, so that's great. Could also get rid of the Belf. The Bebe could hit a Dougie coming at you with his ability. That's not outside of the realm of possibilities. The slight knockback can help with Hanky, stuff like that. LaForce agrees with me, so maybe we should pick Catapult actually. But yeah, I think that's pretty clear. The Pirate Ship. Grand Wizard versus Man Bear Pig. Although the health of Man Bear Pig is scary, the AoE damage that the Grand Wizard Cartman can bring is just so much better, because I could potentially use the Coop to slow you down. Maybe Mysterion spawns a couple times. Maybe you're chasing Swashbuckler around the map. Whatever it might be, there's definitely more ways to play around Man Bear Pig than there are to play around Grand Wizard Cartman. And Grand Wizard Cartman level 2, level 3, level 4, it's all gonna be pretty good. And if the damage gets hit on New Kid, it can be, you know, the game changer. A lot of weeks where Grand Wizard Cartman is a choice, the winning factor is who gets the Grand Wizard on the New Kid the most amount of times, pretty much, right? Hanky versus... Yeah, if it's a head-on-head, Grand Wizard Cartman definitely outlasts him. Yeah, and you can play around Mintberry Crunch's AoE to make him, like, not get that extra benefit of the AoE. Oh, Jimmy, you missed a good one, too, man. You're going to have to definitely watch that on YouTube, because there's some hella good games and some hella good shoutcasts. I recommend watching Moody's games and the last game. Definitely not Glanzer. Some of the Adventure Lock ones were fun too. Base level cards holding it out. Hanky versus Mysterion. Mysterion's always a good choice, just because of the value you can get from him coming back over and over and over and over again. But the I hate those stupid letters it uses. There's no way they can remove them. There's no Mecha, or not Mecha. There's no Medusa. There's no Transmog, anything like that. Leanne, whatever. So as long as you can get him out early, you just can blast it. But the problem here is you're forced to have a 6-cost card in Grand Wizard Cartman. You're forced to have another 5-cost card in the Pocahontas Randy, or the other Randy. You're forced to have a 4-cost card in the slot with the 2 Dougies and the Kyles. Like, your decks could be heavy. So if your Mysterion is at the bottom of the pack and you have Grand Wizard Cartman, Dougie, Drow Elves, Swashbuckler, Randy in your hand, that's like minute 1.5 before you'll even have enough energy to play the cards to get Mysterion in your hand, at which point he's almost worthless. Now Hanky, on the other hand, pairs well with the Grand Wizard Cartman damage. That coming over and over is great. Pairs well with the CKI. We all know that that's murder in Team Wars because he'll survive the New Kid Blast. What's up, Friar? No Transmog this week. Mysterion is an investment. Yeah, but what if you don't get him? What if you don't give him in your hand? That's it. That's the only thing. Like, I agree with you. If he's in your hand, you have a good... If he's in your hand at the beginning, you've got a good chance of winning. But with this deck, I think I could push for the win, because when you win with this deck, you're going to win. You're going to win with Kyle of the Drow Elves. Your whole push is going to fucking survive. And you're going to win. You're not going to have time for your Mysterion to come back and counter after the first 2 bars or whatever, right? But yeah, I think, I mean, don't get me wrong, I think either one's a good play, but I think I could do way more damage with the Hanky, with Kyle the Drow Elves getting quicker, the Grand Wizard Cartman damage, even maybe the Pirate Ship Timmy damage happening twice on New Kid or something like that. CKI plus the Hanky plus the Kyle the Drow Elves, like that unit alone could win you a game. So I like my chances against somebody with Mysterion running Hanky, because the moment he plays Mysterion, I lead CKI, CKI kills him, and then I lead Hanky on the bottom side. CKI heals himself. Oh, they super, what are they gonna do, super fart me? The super farts me to the back, and now I heal again, and now I got fucking 400 extra health on a maybe even 500 at that point on CKI. And Hanky's probably still alive. The alternative is to fireball me, and if that's the case, then my backline's gonna kick some ass. But yeah, I think you got a good. I like my chances there. I like my chances there. Grand Wizard Cartman, like I said, I think is the choice. To pair that with the Hanky helps a little bit. But yeah, I think both of them are possible. And don't forget the Hankies with the Mary Jane Randy taunts over and over, or the Pocahontas getting the little homies over and over. So there's so many chances where Hanky's gonna get value. So I like how that looks. I like how CKI looks. Hanky, or not Hanky, Smuggler, I could still be a beast though. Like, he really could be. But CKI is just like murder. Like, being able to survive. Doesn't matter how much damage you do if you die to the New Kid. If you survive New Kid, it doesn't matter how much damage you do. Even if it's 50, it's pretty good, right? I do like Mysterion since there's no removal. Well, that's the same reason why you'd like CKI, is because there's no removal, and Hanky pairs with that removal. If there was removal, it wouldn't be on Mysterion anyway. It'd be, I mean, if they use Transmog on your Mysterion, your Grand Wizard Cartman would probably win the game. Hanky with Grand Wizard Cartman, CKI, Timmy, Kyle, and even Randy. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. And even just the Timmy, like I said. But Mysterion is definitely useful, playable. But the problem is that, like, when I have Grand Wizard Cartman out, Mysterion doesn't scare me. A low-level Mysterion definitely doesn't scare me, because I just wait to use my ability till fucking Mysterion spawns again, right? So, yeah, I think Hanky works better at a lower level, because at a lower level, Hanky can still be used solely for his ability. If you have Hanky level 1, you could still use him to make your CKI level 6 a monster, whereas Mysterion level 1 is almost unplayable, right? Coop versus Super Fart. I like the Super Fart just to potentially stop the Dougie. That's pretty much it. I wouldn't use him on the Ike, because it's probably just, unless you know it's gonna kill him, I wouldn't use it. And if he's anywhere near charging, don't do it, because they don't take the damage until they land from the Super Fart, and they could use their ability midway through and survive. So you don't want to use that. But the Coop, I think, could be potentially good, but the levels for caps you'd have to put into Coop is probably going to gimp you otherwise. And Super Fart level 5 or 6 is cheap. Super Fart base is possible and playable. So definitely I think Super Fart's the choice there, although I don't like Super Fart, and it usually just loses you games. I just use it to BM people. Belf is the choice here on the off chance somebody does run Coop. That's another reason not to run Coop, right? You're just going to feed a Bebe. On the off chance they run the Coop, like I said earlier, it doesn't matter how much damage the Belf does if she just dies. The consistent damage from somebody who stays alive over and over is much more important. Level 7 on Hanky Mysterion. Coop isn't terrible to draw general destroy rate. Yeah, I don't like Coop. Coop's just gonna feed Bebes. I don't like it. But then this is kind of a interesting conversation. The Dougies, the Disarray versus the Power Fist or Engineer, whichever one that is. I think it's Engineer. It would have to be Engineer, right? Because it's fantasy. Streamlabs just turned off. I wanted hot to make it onto YouTube. Oh yeah, I just don't have that. I'm in my old overlay system. I don't have it. I always check afterwards and return any that get played during this. But General Disarray has a lot of targets. The Belfs, the Bebes, the Timmies, and potentially the Kyle. Because remember, Kyle doesn't shield himself. That's a lot of value. You played 20 hot? Is that what you just said? More caps, Platinum League, yeah. Well, do you mean Platinum League in, like, not only in Team Wars, but also in Ladder? So that in Ladder, people in Platinum would get more, like, more than, like, people above 8,500 would get more than the people in whatever. I mean, I guess I could see that. Till Toller Fryer, New League, better max caps and necessity. Yeah. Yeah, that kind of leaves people behind though, because like right now it's fairly like if you match up with someone in gold, you could potentially match up with someone who's got equal levels to you, which isn't bad. Like you're not going to get the advantage of your extra levels, which is good for the competitive nature, I guess. But I truly honestly believe that their first iteration of Team Wars was the best, but the fact that deranking mattered. Now think about this though. What if? Well, no, they wouldn't do it because I'll tell you what would happen here. My thought was, what if you go back to the old Team Wars, the original Team Wars, but you do the current ranking system where you can't go down that far after you climb up. So people could de-rank down to 7,000, but they'd get so much less caps that it would be detrimental. It would be very detrimental to their team that does play up at its rank to do as best as you can. And then since they're punishing people for being low members in the team, maybe they could implement something where like if your total elo combined isn't this point, you don't get as many crowns or something like that. But yeah, there's definitely more ways they could do it. But the old Team Wars was you got different caps based on your rank, but it was like a lot. Like it was the difference between like low ranks you got 16, high ranks you got like 50 per pack. Like it was a big difference. But the upgrade structure was different. But you could get, if you had a team full of top level guys getting the most caps, you could get like level 6 legends. Like you could max the shit out of stuff. But you got ranked based on your level. So you really did pretty much play at your normal deck strength level, because it was really rare that stuff wasn't leveled up past where you were, but you were ranking up. Like I think most of my Team Wars losses came those weeks because I had Belf level 5 because I had donated the shit out of her and I didn't really play fantasy. I had Belf level 5 and I went up against somebody who had Belf level 7. So I didn't really have a chance. Yeah, and matchups were better because there was less rank and less people in gold. There was a couple weeks where it was just us and Illuminati in gold, which was pretty cool. We split those weeks, but I think when we beat them quite a bit, and when they beat us by like 15 or something, 6 or something. It wasn't by a lot, but yeah, that was like the two good times, the two fun times, and that was it. There's two. But after gold had a few teams, the matchmaking was all pros, although matchmaking took forever. Yeah, that sucked too, because like, it was you were matched up based on your rank, but there's only so many people at 9,000 or 8,000 or 8,500, and it didn't drop you down. It just did not drop you down. So you literally had to de-rank in order to get a game if you played Sunday night and there wasn't anybody in your rank. So it was kind of shitty. What's up, Jess? So they could have refined that version, I think, instead of remaking it. And I think it would have ended up doing better. But what can you do? They must have been ridiculous waiting for a match. Yeah, I mean, some people just had to derank till they got a match, because there were people that waited 30-40 minutes. A lot of the times you're just like, hey, is anybody in this rank need Team Wars games? Oh yeah, I need to go. And then you battle somebody that you know, because like you don't have any other choice and you need to get your games in to get the pack, right? But like I said, I think that was the best iteration, but it was too abusable. Fryer, thanks for the sub, by the way, buddy. Appreciate you. It was too abusable. It was too abusable to like just derank and stay there. But you still can't really do that, because even if you got a lot of less caps, there would still be people in 7,000 on gold teams where they wouldn't care about their caps, because they would all be deranked and they would be murdering other teams because they'd get all 114s because they'd play a bunch of losers, and they'd go up against a team of 50 they were playing other high ranked people. So, like there's no way to circumvent that. So it's a tough proposition to try to do the matchmaking in a way where you're actually gonna get competitive games, and do it in a way where you can't fuck it up. And I've never like you can't game it in some way. And I've never, now that you don't play anyone in another shield, they should bring back the different level new kids based on. Oh, I agree to that for sure. Because that was the biggest problem, was like gold was level 18, this was level 14, whatever. And so like it was like weird when you matched between that. But yeah, I agree. Since you can't go down, why not bring that back and have, because when we run, the games would be very different. Like my level 4 hamsters wouldn't have taken the bar if it was a level 18 new kid in gold, right? It would be very, very different. But yeah, Elo's that's true. Elo's pretty inflated. So even if it was like, oh, you're matching somebody nearby, like if you go down to like 8,400, but the problem is there wouldn't be as many people climbing that high up, because they would want to do better in Team Wars versus get their rank or whatever. And the way the rank works now, you really only have to achieve it for one moment, and it's not that hard to climb up if there's a bunch of shitters that are around 8,500. So you'd either have to increase the top rank to like 9,500 or something, or to make it so like you can't, like you have to actually grind the whole month to get there just by like numbers game. Yeah, there's just no real way to do it. There's always going to be that, like I'm playing my other games and I'll run into somebody who's I'm ranked 3,000, they're ranked 3,200, and they throw a max level card at me. And it's like, what? You just have this one max level card that just heads at the tower and blows it up, and it's just so good and does so much damage that I can't stop it. So much damage, it's like so much health, and it's just the max level. Level 15 is the max level. It's just like you can't stop it, right? There's definitely always gonna be people like that. What's up, Project Zenith? And you can't really, because no matter, like deranking, the way to stop people from deranking is to stop them from going down once they go up. Champion Strike actually has a really good way to do this, and I figured that out by running a macro to derank as far as I could. I ended up being able to derank all the way down to 400 points. I was up at 3,000 trophies. I deranked all the way to 400, but guess what? When I ranked up, all my rewards were at that 400 level, my event rewards, because that game actually does it correctly, and you get more rewards as you level up, right? So you get more rewards from the chests, from the event drops, from all sorts, all the different things, you get more rewards from it. And even your shop has, like, instead of having 20 cards for 200 gold, it'll be 200 cards for 2,000 gold or something like that. It'll just be like, you know, up, and it'll logarithmically or exponentially go up with how much cards you can get, because you need to exponentially get that many cards to continue. But I was still matched up at like 2,500, so it like put a floor on me, but it didn't stick me at that elo. So I wasn't like feeding free elo up and down. I just kept losing it, but I kept getting ranked at the top. So every time I ranked, and I played a game, I was up at 2,800, but I was getting rewards at 400. So I had to climb all the way back up to get that. So that game does it pretty well. But yeah, there's no real way to stop people from just not playing the game too, because like sometimes it's not that they're doing it maliciously, sometimes it's not that they're doing it intentionally. Sometimes it's like I people in World War Do, which is another game like this that I play, people in World War Do will think that I'm a dirty shitty D ranker because I have 2 max level cards, only because partially they have a weird system where if you have a card in your deck, you're more likely to get that card when on these certain packs. And so I just kind of like equipped right and always got that card, always got those cards. And so I have 2 max level cards, 1 max level epic, 1 max level rare. And so, but I'm like in the platinum, like I'm like in platinum. There's diamond and master and grandmaster above me. And so I'm in what you would probably consider like 7,500, 7,000 probably in like South Park equivalent. That's like having a level 7 legend at 7,000. If you see that, you'd be like, fuck this guy. But in reality, I only play that game on the weekend. Like literally, I only play it on the weekend. I do my daily stuff where like I do requests and stuff like that, but I don't actually play it until the weekend where they have these events and stuff like that, because I don't have the time to play it on these daily events and stuff like that. So they think that I'm D-ranking, but the real thing is I never fucking lose when I play that game. I very rarely lose, and when I do lose, it's to somebody who's top 200 in the game, because you can still get matched up by those people. So you can still match up with people way high or way low. So I'm winning games and losing them. It's not like I'm winning all my games, but I don't lose to people around my same rank very often. And as I climb up, I get to the point where I'm about to get to that point where that's my new reset, and then the season resets, and I go all the way back to the bottom. So it's like I'd have to focus on these games so much more than I have time for in order to get to that point in the ladder where even though I could be there with my skill and my cards and my deck strength, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Make TVT worth 50 players? Yeah, I don't... Silvers are the ones getting fucked by D-rankers? Yeah, for sure. Where you get stuck in gold? Yeah. Yeah, but that was also kind of a bad experience too. Like you could get stuck in gold too early and you have a season that's so bad it makes you quit. Wins and losses versus teammates should only be worth half the elo. Yeah, that's a good point. There's a lot of ladder boosting when it's so easy to match. Like when there's only 5 people at the top, they're all in the same team, they can just match up all at the same time and they'll just ping pong who gets hit up against who. And you can just pick and choose who's gonna win that day. Like who's gonna win all the matches that day. Excuse me. But especially with the floor, because as you go up, then the person that's at their floor, even if they lose, they don't go down any further. So you can just like gradually grow up together, and you never can go down. It's really a shitty ranking system. It's the worst ranking system I've ever seen in any game, honestly. Like, full stop. The only thing that's good about it is the amount of stuff you win and lose based on the crowns and stuff. I feel like they have that in a pretty good spot, but otherwise it's very poorly done. Very poorly done. All right, well, let's get to the exciting stuff. We're already at an hour and a half, and we haven't even looked at the fucking dev update. Yikes. I'm gonna be here for a while, guys. We're definitely not playing anything. EU. Yeah, exactly, Wally. You just go to EU and get easy. It's, I mean, it's funny because it's like, it's not like a meme. Like, it's just 100% the truth. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. That is absolutely the truth. All right, so we have the balance changes update. So today and tomorrow, there's a Human Kite mission event. So that's a good one to finish. Human Kite's a new card. You never know when it's going to be the right choice for Team Wars. And it will be good to have him either level 3, 4, 5, whatever. So pretty good. Thursday event, obviously, I think is always worth it. Coins and PvP tickets, you always want those. Space Pilot Bradley event on the weekend, which is great. few of us need to get him to level 5, so that's great. Then the Assassin's Affliction, which is all assassins will have boosted damage and health. And we've made it so that energy regeneration is doubled. So that'll be a combination of Space Pilot Bradley, Hermes, Staff, shenanigans, and it'll be fun because it'll be really run and gun. We'll kind of see what kind of cards get played. But yeah, that one will be pretty fun. Then typical Team War stuff going on. Space Pilot Bradley card usage event looks pretty typical. We'll be running Gizmo. Probably Catapult. No, I don't know. We'll see. Probably Mary Jane Randy and the sci-fi. We'll do superhero sci-fi shit. Do Gizmo with Mary Jane, Midberry Crunch, Call Girl, shit like that, because we'll have Mary Jane Randy boosted. So that's probably what we'll do. Catch us on Friday, Saturday with that. Better go 9K on Monday. They got some ideas for Phone Destroyer. Check out the Discord, SP Discord in chat to check it out. All right, upcoming balance changes. This is the big one. All right, so now I can leave. If you want to read her pleasantries, you can go ahead and do that, but we'll get down to the meat of it. So Gunslinger Kyle, they did boost him recently. They increased I think they increased his attack and health slightly, or definitely his attack, but they also increased the overall time that his ability works, and I think they changed his charge slightly, I can't remember, but his health is going up almost 18% from 85 to 100, and reducing his movement speed by 20, which was a big problem with some of the Kyles. They were just a little bit quick. They got in front of the nuke, they got in front of the tanks. They would walk right around the Zen kind of thing, so slowing him down is interesting, and a fifth of his speed. We'll see how that plays out. That might be really good. Keep him alive a little bit longer. But 18% health, that should keep him alive for, I think he might still die to Aerostorm, but we'll see if that keeps him alive to Aerostorm. That's pretty good. Stuff like Labard and stuff like that, he'll probably survive a little bit better now. So I think Gunslinger will be a little bit better. He was definitely better after the change, but I still think he was a little bit too squishy. So yeah, he'll still get killed by Inkin. He'll still get bursted by Fireball and shit like that, but if he survives maybe like the Labard Lightning or Arrow Storm, that kind of AoE stuff, then it might be a little bit, poison, that kind of stuff might be a little bit more useful and able to get, because right now you can really only get one ability off before he dies typically. Bounty Hunter, we've removed his pre-attack delay. Okay, that's an interesting thing to do. Increasing his attack speed by 20%. Okay, so the pre-attack delay, now I don't know if this is 1000% how it works, but this is my understanding of it. The pre-attack delay doesn't always run. I believe if you are going from a moving to attacking, you skip your pre-attack delay. And the pre-attack delay sometimes has an animation, sometimes it's just a literal pause in the guy where that's where they're resetting, sort of. Like if you look at the hamsters, when the hamsters do their little reel back and then go forward and attack and reel back, that's their pre-attack animation delay thing. That's them. That's partially ingrained in their attack speed, but partially is something to change their attack speed. So that's why some targets will attack quicker on their first initial gathering than on their extra ones. Like you'll see CKI seems to attack quicker, and then after that he attacks, and then he has to reel back, and his helmet closes, and then he attacks again, right? So there's quite a few units that you know what I'm talking about. One good example of how this actually impacts how people attack is Pocahontas Randy. Now you'll definitely, if you play Pocahontas Randy, you'll notice that Pocahontas Randy will kill some units quicker than he will kill other units. Zen is one target where he attacks Zen faster than other units. Now the reason that is because the attack, the way that they do their knockback in this game, fun fact, is it's a angle. So they have a knockback angle. So if you have like the most knockback, it's going to be pretty much 45 degrees, right? Because it's going to be the most distance you can get is that 45-degree angle. But if you're a tank, you're going to have like a 10-degree angle, 18-degree angle. So you're only going to go off the ground a little bit and you're not going to go very far. So certain ones with the knockback where the angle is within a certain rank, he will knock them back just at the perfect distance where it makes him walk forward. And when he walks forward, that tiny little distance, it resets his pre-attack animation and makes him not have to do it. So it's the difference between his like swipe and then like a little wait and then a swipe and a little wait and a swipe to the swipe and then a little bit of movement and then a swipe and a little bit of movement and a swipe. And the little bit of movement is quicker than his pre-attack animation. So that's why Pocahontas Randy sometimes attacks way faster than other or like not faster, but like versus other units. Sometimes he seems like he's attacking slower. So if you remove that pre-attack animation from Kyle Gunslinger, it's going to do two things. One, his attack speed just initially goes up a little bit, just as a whole, but he won't have the pre-attack delay between his attacks when he's attacking the same unit. He does this little shrug kind of thing. He won't do that as much, so he'll just be more like poom, poom, poom. But without a pre-attack delay, that really impacts you when you get a speed boost. Without that pre-attack delay, the speed boost is almost like a 20% increase on the speed boost. Is like the increase of the attack speed goes up by 20%, so it's increasing the speed boost by like 20% too, because you're taking away 20% of what he has to do per attack, right? It's not just changing the attack speed, it's changing what he has to do to attack, if that makes sense. So when you speed him up, it's going to be even quicker. So him and Warboy are going to be popping off those boosts real quick. It'll be really interesting. Really interesting. Adding a level to all cards doesn't make them better. Yeah, at this juncture, I don't know if new cards would be the better idea. I think the better idea right now would be like equipment cards, like a whole new set of cards to collect. That's what Marvel Puzzle Quest did. They still do new cards and stuff like that, but they have the max level. But then if you want to get your card to be better, you have to give it a certain equipment. And then you have 2-star equipment, 3-star equipment, 4-star equipment, whatever. You could do the same rare, epic, legend equipment, whatever. And then you could use that equipment to either equip your new kid, make them a little better, or equip to specific cards and make them better, something like that. Mr. Bloom, thanks for the cheer. Appreciate you. Somebody drop a premium loot box on him. But was there alerts there, guys? Did I close? Oh, I think I closed my alert thing. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, but I appreciate you either way. Sometimes I turn it off because people keep spamming stuff. But yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how much that pre-attack delay actually increases his DPS. And the more you know about Pocahontas, I bet you some of you guys had no idea. The Dart Changes description is confusing. All right, I'll explain it for you, Dober. Don't worry. I'm a genius. I'll figure it out for you. The new kid plus 25 implementation will be interesting. Well, really, what they should have done from the start was have New Kid 25 be the end of the actual in-game like stuff. Like 25, you get 25, that's it. And then past that, you actually keep going to New Kid 26, 27, 28. Maybe it's 10,000 experience each way, whatever. But you don't get stats increased. It's just like it becomes your profile account at that point. You go up to 25, you go from 25 to 26, you get a small pack that's maybe like a gold pack in the shop or something like that, and then you reset to level 27. Maybe you get like an exclusive outfit or something like that, whatever it might be. And then you go up to level 27, you go up to 28. Now that would do 3 or 4 things. One, it would give people a reason to get new cards and upgrade them. It would give people a reason to upgrade things that they're not using, if they care about that level and they're already past 25. 2, it gives you a reason to keep donating, to keep going around and donating to people. Thanks, the force. And 3, so it's stuck on the retro one. I'm alright with that if it plays the retro ones. It doesn't play the South Park ones for some reason. But 3, it gives like those mega whales something to compete with, because right now there's like no competition. Who gives a fuck who's at the top of the ladder? That just shows who can play more and who has less of a life, right? But when you look at the levels, it's like, okay, who has the most levels? Like to a point, they would all be like at a certain, like a max level, right? It's like the only difference would be who has the one extra level 7 legend or whatever. So that would cause those mega whales to want to level up cards just to, god damn it, just to, it's my retro theme, so it has like Metroid, Sonic, like cheers and bits and all that. They're all different. So if you cheer $1, I think it's like picking up a emerald in Sonic, or maybe it's a chest in Zelda. I'm not sure. But the host is somebody host me quick. The host is the sound from Super Mario RPG Search from the 7 Stars. There it is. But yeah, so the mega whales, like you were saying, would show who bitches about free money. I mean, if you're standing there giving a speech and somebody was just throwing nickels at you, do you think you'd be like, oh shit, I better pick those up? I better pick up those nickels. Already regretting the alerts. Free money? Spree? Is Knack here? But yeah, and then also it would just give me like on top of that, you could also implement like other ways to get experience other than right now. The only way to get this experience is upgrade your cards and donate stuff. You could also implement like, oh, maybe like a subtle little daily mission that gives you some experience, or maybe there's some other ways you can get experience. Maybe completing an event completely gives you some experience, and then there's all these different ways where people have a reason to play because they have some sort of long-term growth in mind other than like get 3,000 copies of a common. Like that's not long-term growth, that's like whole life growth for some people. Like they will not ever get there in their career ever, and most likely they're going to do level 8 cards someday. Somehow, I don't know how they're gonna do it. What I would do is I would just keep doing different stuff. Like I said, do equipment or something. Maybe you could do like, you could give people hats or something, maybe different weapons. I don't know what you could do. Maybe sci-fi has different weapons and other people have different weapons. I don't know what it might be, but you can't just arbitrarily increase the level of the cards because that doesn't really matter. Because if you increase the cards to level 8 right now, it's only gonna matter to like 50 people, if even 50 people, because all the people who have level 7s waiting to get level 8s, they don't have 15,000 commons, and I bet you it would be something crazy like that. It wouldn't go from 3,000 to 6,000. No. It would go from 3,000 to maybe, well, 6,000 might make sense, but it would be more like 7,000 or 8,000 probably, and nobody probably has that. So, and then when you're looking at legends, if you're coming from 7 to 8, you'd be at 32 to 64. You'd be at 150 something ish to get. It's just like, I don't know. I just don't think it's an idea. What you should do is you keep doing other stuff, equipment, whatever, and then you implement some sort of legend shop or supreme shop, whatever you want to call it, where you can take your cards that are past 7, feed them into the machine. It gives you out coins or points or whatever that you can only use at that shop, and you can use it to pick out every day. There's a different thing like normal shops, right? That's what I would do. But what do I know? I'm just a fucking genius. All right, Dark Age. Oh, I didn't keep going. Kyle the Drow Elves, more health and reduced movement speed. Same thing as Bounty Hunter. That's gonna be pretty good if he now survives Aerostorm, which he should. Aerostorm's a brutal card against the Kyle, but Kyle can protect against the Aerostorm. If you use it right when you see those arrows coming down, you will protect everybody else from it, but Kyle just dies from it. But now if Kyle survives, and he could potentially get another one off with like a Santa, or maybe he's got the hanky, or maybe he's just not gonna get hit, and you get another one off, like that's incredible value for that 4 cost. So I think it's good. I have like 2,600 over level 7. 6k. Yeah, I mean, but it's been more than that, right? Because it went from 1,000 to 3,000, so it tripled. So realistically, it could be more than 9,000, because not only would it triple, it would more than triple, right? Because it's not triple from 500 to 1,000, it's double. Then it's triple. So it could be quadruple. So it could be 1,200. Or it could be 12,000, like I was saying. It could be 12,000 copies. When you look at heroic, to go to level 13, no, from a level 11 to 12 on commons, which is second to last upgrade. 13 is the highest, I think. Maybe 14 is. I think 13 is the highest. You get it's 10,000 commons. So from 12 to 13, which is the max, is probably like 20,000 commons. It's fucking crazy. $3K to $6K is 2x. What? Oh yeah, it's for the 250 to the 1K. Yeah, yeah. So it's going. So you think it's going down? I mean, no. Maybe, I guess, but no. It's like the total would go up though. But yeah, I would say at least 6,000 for sure. At least 6,000. Base level 6 elf Kyle might die to level 6 Aerostorm. Yeah, I think level 6 Aerostorm might have just gotten way better. 3K to 6K works. Right, but it's always like the amount that you need to get to the next. It's not really about the spaces in between. It's the amount you need to get to the next is the same amount that you needed to get to that point, typically, or close to it, right? Because you need 16 legends to get to this mark, and it's 16 to get there, and then you get the, because it's what, 4, 2, 2, 4, 8. So it's like 13, 16. So it's real close to just being that amount. So if you need 3,000, did you need 1,000? Yeah, because you need 1,000, 1,500. What is it? But what is it before 250? You only need 80 commons? Wouldn't that be like logarithmic graphing? Even if you couldn't get them to 8, you could at least start scaling on the level 7, since that would be unlocked. That's true. That's true. You'd get like from, what is it, 70 to... What did it go from 55 to 70 before? Now it would go from 70 to 90 maybe, or something like that. And man, can you imagine the amount of coins and materials it would take though? When you're looking at the end of that level, you're looking at like 30 golds to go forward or something like that. From 7 to 8 would be fucking unreal. Unreal. For Zenith, run Mystic Superheroes. Yeah. It's the Fibonacci sequence. It's close to the Fibonacci sequence. Not quite. Yeah, the ratios are different for the rarities too. Because for epics, it goes from 100 to 350. And then what is it? 350 to... What is it from 6 to 7? Is it like 600? 650, 625, something like that? It's a lot. It's a lot. That's so many epics. That's so many fucking epics. And there's so many epics too. Like there's probably more epics than any other card in the game, I think. If I remember correctly. 720, yeah, that's crazy, man. Only a small percent might get 8, but a lot more would at least be able to start to work on max 7. Yeah, but those people, but like, what would that benefit though? Like most people would still choose to upgrade their other cards to more playable levels than to get one card to level 8. For the amount of materials and stuff that it would take me to take that one card to 8, I could get 5 cards to level 6. Like, I just don't think anybody would really want to make that choice. So even if they could, even if they do have the levels, I don't think that a lot of people are going to make that decision to invest into that. And then you look at the amount of coins it would take to go from 7 to 8, it'd be 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60,000. Yeah, level 6 epics is even crazy. I got level 6 Marcus finally though, guys. All right, Human Kite, we've reduced his charge rate to 25 from 20 to 50. That's probably still fair. He does still have the problem where now that's still gonna be 7.5 seconds between the next one and with the hanky, and since he can get the ability back midway through it, it's still pretty devastating. But them changing how long it lasts was really what put the nail in his coffin. And it's just so much less useful than it used to be. Whereas now it's kind of like Gunslinger. It's kind of the opposite of Gunslinger. Gunslinger used to be kind of hard to use because you had such a small window where you could even get a hit in, and most people only attacked once in that time anyway. So you really had to get it perfect to get that value. Whereas now you can be a little bit more forgiving and get 2 or 3 hits off regardless, right? Human Kite's kind of the same. It used to be you could shield kind of whenever. You just drop the shield, and then you're going to get value because your shit's still recharging while the shield's out, and you're going to be able to put it out again. But now that they made that quite a bit less, it's more of a use it at the right moment. You know, use it right when the Incan comes out or whatever it might be. Dark Angel Red getting her health and attack reduced. I wish I should have done some research. I should have looked and seen how much it went up. I think it did go up more than that, so they're not bringing it right back down to where it was. She does get a little bit of an increase, but we're looking at it was like an 8 to 10% increase on each instead of 20 to 30% like it was. So yeah, I agree. Drow elves will be way better than Kite for sure. And the biggest thing about Kyle of the Drow elves is that if he dies, his shield stays there. So if your push gets inkened, your guys are still healed. But if you inken the Kite, then everybody's no longer shielded, right? So, or fireball the Kite, whatever you might do to kill the Kite, even lightning bolt the fucking guy. But if you lightning bolt Drow elves and he still gets his ability off, that ability stays there. So. Mary Jane Randy, we've reduced his attack by 20%. Okay, that's fair. I agree with that. Makes him less of a brutal force and more of just like a utility force, bringing his plants to the field. Because yeah, it is kind of bullshit. He can pull the taunt away and do crazy damage from a distance even. Don't forget, he's got a range to him. And reduced his summon plants health by 20%. Okay, I like that too. His plants were too much. I still think that might be too much. They still probably have more health than Swashbuckler, which is 4 cost, but the way that they pull for 3 seconds every 8 seconds is pretty fair. So I think that's going to bring him a little bit more in line. You're going to see less of him kicking ass at level 4, that's for sure. He's going to still be very good at level 5 though. You can run level 1 Elf Kyle and F someone up. Yeah, that's true. Going up 20% from 100 to 120, then going down 20% from 120 to 96. So wait, she got nerfed more? I think it went up more than 20%, didn't it? I swear it went up by like 30% because we were talking about it went up by 1, increased by 30%, but got 30% increase. Just remember to open staff first and then Zen. Yeah. Okay. Alternate human kite. Is it alternate or alternative? Am I stupid? Alternative. I thought she spelled it wrong at first. Woodland critters into general circulation. Okay, that's good. Well, I mean bad because woodland critters kind of suck. So just another epic to get. Alternate human kite will be unlocked at level 5 and woodland critters at level 8. Okay. Okay, all right. That's cool. So we'll be able to slowly get those from the comments. And the way the catch-up mechanic works is you'll find yourself getting a lot of human kites, AHKs, alternate human kites from packs. Like a lot of time, you'll get a comment and it'll be him. You'll see. You'll see. Dark Angel Red. We've heard you all loud and clear. We've reduced her health by 12. Okay. No, you did not hear us loud and clear. Okay. Absolutely, buddy. I'm going to tell you this right now. Absolutely, after this last change, that is all people were talking about. Because at that point, you don't talk about, oh, her thing still brings back ninja and stuff. No, because the 1 cost change was supposed to kind of remedy that. And it kind of did. I'll admit, it's a little bit harder to pull the Dar out on the Incan, on the Ninju, on the Medusa at the right time because of the extra cost. It works. It works in what it's doing. Can you still do it? Of course. Can you do it every time you could possibly do it? No, not anymore. 3 cost is a nice slot. Like it's an almost always playable slot. 4 cost, a little harder to play. But after the change, her attack and health was a fucking problem, and everybody knows that. I was playing her level 2 in Adventure Luck. She has 80 attack. What? Level 6 had like 180 damage or something like that. It's crazy. And she attacks pretty quickly. It's nuts. Her Warcry with Ink and Sizzler Ninja is the problem. I will agree that that is the base problem. You could pull away, instead of resummon them, you pull them and heal them so that it doesn't retarget or re-trigger the Death Wish and the Warcry. But I think the whole idea of that card is to have the double Warcry and Death Wish. It's like a card that just says, hey, double Warcries and Death Wish with this card. Like, that's the whole idea. And I think they're never going to take that away, because whoever designed that card is going to be adamant that that's the point of the card. Whatever we have to do to make that work within the card and the balance, we change everything else but that, because that is the heart of the card, so to say. And I agree with that. You know, it'd be like having a card. I thought a good Bradley card would be an aura that makes Warcries trigger twice, or makes Death Wishes trigger twice. Makes Warcry triggers twice would be really fucking brutal. Let's do makes Death Wishes trigger twice, because you could still potentially, you can play around that. You can't play around double ninja out of nowhere. You can't play around that, but you can play around somebody's Death Wish, because you could remove them so the Death Wish doesn't kill him, or you could remove that guy before the guy dies. Red Angel, we've listened to everyone. Clowns, you never heard about Stand of Many Moons nerf. What? That's not a nerf, you're just debuffing her. That is the most like semantics thing I've ever heard. Any word on Dar TP revive bug? Yeah, that's a problem. Who the hell asked for a Bounty Hunter Kyle buff? He was pretty balanced, if not slightly OP. He was not slightly OP. You're a moron. Can you possibly elaborate on what's going on with Human Kite? The wording makes it pretty confusing as to whether it is a buff or a nerf. What? Maybe if you're stupid. We've reduced his charge rate by 25%, from 20 seconds to 15, meaning instead of it taking 20 seconds to charge, it takes 15 seconds. How can you possibly misunderstand that? Can you please be happy that they actually did something about Dar instead of constantly whining? You're basically asking her to be trash, which I don't understand. This is why I hate the SPPD forums. Here. Yeah, but is that a nerf? Yeah. Yeah, if you change a card from its current state to be less powerful, that's a nerf. Whether or not it was more powerful or less powerful in the past is irrelevant. You don't consider, like, you could say it's a nerf, you could say it's still a buff in general, or it's still not a nerf in general or whatever. You could say that, but oh, I see what you're saying. Charge rate decrease means faster charges. Exactly. I mean, that's pretty obvious. I don't understand how you could get that wrong. Hey Casey, what's up? The whole heard you loud and clear thing is not really accurate. The problem with Dar has always... Okay, this is so stupid to me. Like, don't they realize that they heard us loud and clear recently about the fact that their stat changes were bad? Now that the stat changes are better, now they'll see, oh, does she still get played like crazy because of the 4 cost and the Warcries? If so, then maybe they'll adjust it somehow. Maybe they'll make it the Warcries are for the one level below you, so instead of the level 5 ninja, I get level 4 ninja or something, whatever it might be. Who knows? Good changes, but please nerf Space Pilot Bradley. He's ridiculously OP and very hard to get rid of unless you have a load of spells on hand to stop other units too. I think Space Pilot Bradley is pretty fair right now, in my opinion. I could see the AoE of the stun getting lowered a little bit, because it does reach out a little bit too far when you're using the gnomes and the rats, because the way that they spawn, when you spawn them at half court, they spawn a little bit on the line because of the way their formation works, and they reach further than other units can, so they can stun things that normally wouldn't get stunned. But other than that, I think he's pretty fair. Do the devs play? Do you really don't understand the community complaint about Dar? Oh, God, people are just so stupid. You're the one that doesn't understand that people were complaining about her stats because it was fucked up that they increased her stats that much. And of course we were complaining about that before, and they tried to fix that, but they still haven't seen if what they did fixed it because they fucked up the stats. So now they see another month or another 2 seasons or whatever and see if they have to make some changes. Not nerf, they're just canceling the unnecessary buff she got last night. I mean, that's the... I don't know. If you don't think canceling a buff or removing a buff is the same as getting a nerf, you're just fucking beyond help at that point. Dar is a 4-cost Pope, or even better with faster attack speed. I mean, is limited to only 4 and 5 cost. Dar itself is not the problem. The problem is with her in combination with units like Ink and Sizzler Ninja. I mean, that's fair. It's always nice to see when someone plays Ninja and then 1 second later he plays Dar to kill, revive, full health Ninja just to get the double buff. Well, I mean, to be honest though, if they played that 8 energy in any other way, you probably would have still lost because they had the energy to play 8 energy and just kill 1,000 health and still beat you. So I don't think that it's gonna really change the outcomes of those games. Because instead of Dar, you just put visitors out and then you use Ninja and then you have about the same amount of DPS still out on there that you had with the double Dar, or the double Ninja with the Dar. Hi Toll, is there any news on the D-ranking matchmaking problems? I know myself and most of my team have roughly the same level of cards, level 3 legends, level 4 epics, and are constantly up against level 4 legends and level 5 epics. That doesn't mean they're D-ranking. Like, that's fucking dumb. Like, that's such a just completely naive point of view. Maybe you just play better than they do, and that's where they naturally sit, and you play better than them, so you're winning some games against people with better level cards, and so you played outside of your card levels. That doesn't mean they're D-ranking as much as it means you're playing better than your deck, which is very common for people who are are pretty good. Regarding Dar, yes, her stats buff last season was absurd, but her being 4-cost is pretty damaging if her Warcry goes wrong. Then when she was at 3 says, oh yeah, exactly. Yeah, you should be punished for oops spamming with that fucking card. I don't know how many times somebody fucked up a Dar and still ended up coming back and winning because Dar did so much value just as a 4-cost. If you fuck up a Dar, you should lose. Like, full stop. If you fuck up 4 value, even if you fuck up 3 value, you should lose. You should lose and you should be shamed. Shame. Most people in comments of these forums posts are a little dense. Yeah, dude, Scooty Sauce, they're dumb. I mean, I'm not gonna be rude, but they're dumb. Like, they're real dumb people. At least when it comes to the game. You can tell they're not video gamers. You can tell this is the only game they play. They've never played games like this before. They have no concept of balance and changes, anything. They are gaming noobs that just like South Park. Human factor is not an excuse. Any card would become a liability when played poorly. In the wrong spot or the wrong timing, that's just not the point. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, this guy's an idiot. You can win for sure with slightly underlevel cards. It's all about placement. Exactly, Zenith. Exactly. We show that all the time on our alt accounts. I have level 3 mecha on my account that plays at like 8600 that sees nothing but level 5 legends. I do just fine. It's a buff. Instead of waiting 20 seconds after his initial skill, you'll wait 15. Yeah. I would call them, I mean, you could call them Republicans all you want, man. It's not against the law. You heard you loud and clear. I'm happy with the Dar stat reduction, but why didn't you also amend Robin Tweak stats? His stats were already awful, and now they're just embarrassing. He needs to be a character at all. It may as well be a spell card for the buff. Yeah, but then you can put a ninja buff on him or something, bro. Bodies are bodies, homie. Hi, Toller, serious question. Does reporting D-rankers really do something? No, probably not. I face a few of them on a regular basis. Either they play no cards or beat the snot out of me with level 5 legendary cards. Well, I would hope that you'd hope that there's always an incentive for them to lose to you sometimes. Otherwise, they're just gonna keep beating up on you without losing. Also, I follow this forum very closely. I don't recall anyone complaining about Randy MJ. Because this forum is the asshole of the SPPD community, buddy. It is the asshole. Camilla, I agree. If you fuck Pope up, you should lose too. It is the absolute inner asshole. It is the inside upper left corner right before the colon. Who fucking cares that nobody complained about Mary Jane Randy on this forum board because nobody on this forum board fucking cares that Mary Jane Randy is incredibly broken because they probably play that motherfucker. Like, basing your opinion because you didn't, like if you were to say, I'm on forum, I'm on Discord, I'm on streams, I'm on Reddit, if you would have said all of that, fine. But for you to base your opinion on the entire community based on 57 posts every week, what the fuck? What? Talk about dense, Jesus. The only time reporting sometimes works is if you actually write a book about it, minimum 10 words. I don't think it matters at all. The only time they'd use the reporting is if something came up on that account, they'd go back on their report history and see if it's like an issue or something. I just cannot believe this. I do, however, hear a lot of people asking for SPPD nerfs, but I don't see him on the list. Okay, well, it doesn't just happen in a month, buddy. I purchased several special offers to get Mary Jane Randy to level 4, confident that the community was not asking for a nerf, and still you did. This really messes up my current deck, because this really, is your super strong card not gonna be good enough anymore? Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, was I on 4? Shit, was I on 3? Was I on 3? Okay, here we go. Oh, yes, this. You know she's coming from obvious play and still nothing can counter it. No card in the game can counter her, even if you know the opponent is going to play her long beforehand. Okay, that's not necessarily true. You just put Hanky's sexy ass down to burst them down quick enough. I mean, you guys have seen how many times I've just killed somebody fast enough where they didn't get the Dar out in time. They play Dar, and then I kill the person. Like, we've seen that countlessly. You can totally stop it. You can totally stop it. Don't say shit like that just because you haven't figured it out, homie. I saw this and I was like, oh, still low HP. Every time I use BHK, I always face someone with Aerostorm. The upcoming nerfs are there to pander to the whiners, which I feel encourages more whines. If I keep whining about this, I will get it too. What? No, I think BHK survives Aerostorm now, though, so. Wailing an OP card, expecting that card to stand change is a very bad financial decision. Yes, Scooty, that's like playing the most recent League of Legends character because it's broken as shit. And to an extent, those cards might not be broken as much as nobody knows how to play against them right now. And then people start to figure out how to play against them. People start to figure out how to time the Mary Jane Randy taunts, and then he's not as big of a deal anymore, right? So as much as new cards can just be released OP, some cards get released into stupid as shit communities, like clearly a lot of these people are, that instead of trying to figure out, oh, how could I possibly stop Mary Jane, they're just like, oh, he's too fucking good. Bye Incan. Yeah, Miar Bark. Chaos Freeze, or just freeze ray that bitch. Love that shit. Might I add that Warcry speed for Darb DSR Satan is 0.7 seconds? That is insane. Rogue token is 1-2, Popes is 1-2. Person on average has 0.4 reaction time need to react, so that makes these insane Warcries only counterable in 2 seconds. This is insane. Okay, that's bullshit. I can counter Popes. I can counter Pope with Lightning Bolt every time if I'm floating it. I can counter Pope with Lightning Bolt every time with Unholy Combustion, unless I just miss it completely. I can counter Rogue Token with Lightning Bolt every single time. I can counter Satan with Unholy Combustion every single time if I know it's coming. Well, not every single time. That one's a little bit harder. That one has slight to do with your lag. Your lag might just prevent you from being able to play it quick enough. DSR, a little bit harder to snipe, but just as easy to snipe as Satan, in my opinion, if you know it's coming. Dar, not as easy to snipe, but just snipe the fucking thing that he's gonna target. If you're trying to stop the Dar from getting the Incan, just snipe the Incan before the Incan gets his value off. You know where that motherfucker's gonna go. And then you leave Dar butt-ass naked with people coming at him probably because Incan was clearly had a target. So learn how to play. L2P. Get good, bitch. Please continue user report, blah, blah. Okay. Yeah, keep reporting people, Dan. Keep reporting people. What's up, Dobbs? That has more to do with latency to skill. Yeah, sometimes. But I mean, sometimes you might have just been late because you did it late. Either way, I rarely miss it, but I'm rarely lagging too. What is this guy talking about? The price of packs is too damn high. Your problem nerfing Dara right sums up all your problems with this game. You just don't understand, want to listen to your community. That's just so stupid. Everybody was saying the stats were wrong. So dumb. Okay, all we get are dev updates with the same content as every week. Okay, that's false because this is the first time we're getting these balance updates. And 2, it's better than nothing, bro. You understand that there are some games that get nothing. They get nothing. They get no communication from the devs. They get no updates. They get no new cards. They get no new events. They get no challenge modes. They get nothing. Why are you complaining about stuff that is awesome to have? Who cares if it's the same events over and over? It's an event. Jeez. Yeah, sniping Pope with Fireball is tough, but I can definitely do that one pretty consistently. Definitely one of the harder ones, because you gotta let that one go early, because that's got travel time. The pack prices are just high. Yeah, I mean, that's just the nature of the game. He's also Canadian, fuck that guy. That's just the nature of the game. Like, they're gonna be high. It has to be high, or else this low amount of people that will buy them won't do it. Like, they have cheaper stuff. They have the battle pass. They have these cheaper things. But the big ticket items are always going to be expensive. That's true for any game. That's what keeps the servers running. That's what keeps the devs paid. That's what keeps us getting new cards every month. I'm okay with that. You're done when your gems run out? Why? Just do your job, Toller. Don't make the same mistakes Buck did. Listen to your community. Do something so we can see a change. I mean, they really are listening to their community. You just don't know the whole community. You have 6 posts on this thing and you think you know the community? So dumb. So dumb. Mary Jane Randy, we just have, this wasn't necessary. Nerfing his attack is a mistake. He doesn't summon an attacking unit, so it's totally fine. He has bigger attack damage. No, it's not. No, it's backwards. You're just giving him more health. You're instantly giving him more health that is automatically going to get pulled away from him. Not like the assassins or whatever that you could, like, after you started getting hit, they're not going to take the damage away from you. You get free health from him, and this motherfucker doesn't have to walk around his summons to start hitting you. So him having that much attack absolutely is a problem. Absolutely is a problem. Dumb. Hello, Toller. Dum 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 dum. I need that sound clip so I can just play that constantly. Dum 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 dum. Doom 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 doom. Boo 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 boo. Well, shit, Cloud. That's what it's been like since we started playing. They haven't had anything. I mean, I was surprised they ever even released new cards, to be honest with you. I wasn't expecting them to ever release anything new. I was expecting to just catch up to the top and then win tournaments, but I tried to live vicariously through you and you failed me. I wanted to ask if you knew something about the packs that are bought with game tickets. It has been a while. That's true, there hasn't been PvP ticket offers. I wonder what the decision whether or not they do those or not are. I don't know, like, why wouldn't you do a couple PvP ticket offers every once in a while? She should be able to trigger Death Wishes, Slave Barbary Land, whatever, just take away her War Cry ability. I'm not sure how you differentiate between that, but I could see that being a... Well, no, I mean, that's not fair if you take away one but not the other. I don't know, man. I agree with this guy. At max 4, he will go from 233 to 186 around the same attack of the other 2 Epic Randys that spawn an attacking unit, making the overall damage of those Randys higher than MJR. They also grab the attention of the enemy units because they are in front of, and if they are spawned after, they do more damage. Yes, the plant draws the attention of other units, but it's quickly dispatched of. No. The Randy cards have to walk around their own summons, so sometimes summoning them in a fight is the bad move. Almost always, actually. MJR is the sole Randy that you want to use his ability mid-fight. And I can promise his overall DPS and increased health pool, and I guess it would be like a technical increase, like a technically increased health pool from the plants puts him way above the others currently. This should bring him more in line. He will still be good at level 5, but you won't see level 4s beating up level 5 legends anymore. Pow! Jimmy James was here. Get one attack, then summon Roomba. Yeah, exactly, Cloud Chucker. Like, you don't want to play the only exception, there's like 2 exceptions when you want to play the ability. One is if it's Sexy Nun Randy and you have Space Pilot Bradley out and you'll get the stun from the little guy. Obviously, that's a good play. 2, your Randy's going to die before he would get another hit off anyway. So if you're by New Kid and he's not going to get to New Kid in time to get a hit, maybe try to use the ability to get the guy out to get some damage or some health. Or if it's in the fight and he's not going to maneuver to a new person, he's not going to be able to get a hit off, or somebody else is going to hit the person he's going to kill, then you could use the thing. So there's a couple of points, but like almost always you don't want to use the Randy during a fight because you're just going to lose the... Uh-oh. What just happened? Weird. Are we back? My OBS just like froze. Are we back? Hold on, I'll wait till I see it. Wait till I see it back on the preview. Alright, we're back. But yeah, he's just way better. And you can use the spawn. So I could be almost dead as Mary Jane Randy. Use my ability. Everybody gets taunted. Mary Jane Randy survives for another 3 seconds, 5, 6, 7 seconds, however long it takes to kill the guy. If you don't think that, like, his total DPS, I can almost promise you is almost always going to be overall higher than any other Randy, unless that person plays the ability or something. Or, like, unless that person stupidly plays the Randy and the Randy can just sit there attacking or whatever. Or if Randy's gonna kill Inuit. Oh yeah, exactly. But yeah, I think Mary Jane Randy's way better. Why is it that when Red Lynx decides to nerf something, they nerf it into the ground? What are they? You think nerfing Dar back to where he was is nerfing him to the ground? So an important point to consider, are these cards buff nerfs really being done to balance the game or to unbalance it in a way that keeps people spending money? No. Absolutely not. They don't. Game designers do not do that. They don't do that. They wouldn't risk the balance and the efficacy of their matchmaking in their game to get a couple more dollars. It's clear that they don't fucking do that because when Shelly was released, she was dog shit. When Classy was released, she was dog shit. When this new Bradley is released, he's dog shit. They don't release every card. The Goth kids are basically dog shit. They don't release every card to just be a money grab. So that's clearly not their only intention. They clearly want to build the best game that they possibly can because every game developer wants to build the best game that they possibly can. The offers in the events and the offers in the packs and stuff like that, that's the greedy part. That's the greedy part, not buffs and nerfs. They're not buffing and nerfing cards to drive people to buy those packs more, because if that was true, after they buffed these cards, you would see nothing but packs for those, but you don't. You don't. It doesn't make any sense. How am I gonna buy if they boost Mary Jane Randy up? How am I gonna just like focus buy Mary Jane Randy when there's packs for him once every blue moon? What are you talking about? That doesn't make any sense. With Mary Jane Randy nerfed, does that change your opinion for him in Team Wars? I think that's next week, right? So it won't matter this week. But I think Pocahontas is probably the better choice this week for most teams, just because of the level you can get him to. And him as a body is just, he can just do damage, man. He just does work. But yeah, isn't the balance change next Tuesday? Because this was early. She said it was early. No, this wasn't. Good job. I'll tell you why. Mary Jane's plant don't attack. Okay. So it was totally okay when you had a little more attack. Yeah, plants have a little more HP, but they'll be nerfed. So there's no logical reason why they should nerf MJ's damage. Just because you don't know how to beat him doesn't mean it has to be nerfed. God, I gotta respond to this guy too. Understand the entirety of the game doesn't mean it doesn't have to be nerfed. BDBDB, Mary Jane has higher attack range that also has to be considered in his DPS. Other Randies have to move around to target. And the extra health forcing targets onto that gives MJR more survivability overall, which usually means a lower attack value. Just look at Slay's garbage attack. Just because you don't understand the term, don't insult people because they don't agree with your stupid ideas. Duh. Dummy. I gotta be careful though. Toller might ban me again. Can't call people stupid. Can't call them stupid. Just call them dummies. Okay. His potted plants need a nerf. They just... Wait, did I just go? Oh, I just went to a whole nother thread. Jesus, this fucking moron quoted the whole thing. Please tell her ask devs to play this game again so maybe they can understand what they're doing. The Dar nerf is a joke. Dar issue is about... God, you're stupid. You're so fucking dumb. You're so fucking dumb. This is actually... God, you're so fucking stupid. You quoted the whole fucking post. What a goddamn idiot. What a fucking moron. If this is my forum, you'd be fucking gone for cluttering my posts. How fucking dare you? What's next? If you really wanted Dark Angel Red, Incan Master Ninja to not trigger their war cries, then why not request the devs to add a character that David's war cries? Yeah, that'd be sick. That'd be cool. Have them out. Yeah, that'd be cool. Have somebody out that while they're out, war cries don't fire, death wishes don't fire. That'd be cool as shit. Still haven't done anything about Dar's insanely OP war cry. Disappointing. I mean, they're not going to. That's the point of the card. That's like saying, oh, Ninju just all of a sudden Ninju doesn't boost attack anymore. Does something that different. I mean, it's just not going to happen. They're not going to fundamentally change what the card is. They're just not going to. Think it was too soon for Mary Jane to get a nerf? I disagree. He was level... This is the exact time to do it. When he's level 4 and he can get the value that he's level 6. Fucking... He was... Oh my god. He was getting play at like 9,000 rank by people who could just call girl him in and win games easily. These fucking nobodies who had level 2 neutral cards but had these superhero cards leveled and that's it. And they could get to level, they could get like 8,500 9k off the backs of those 2 broken ass cards, Call Girl and Mary Jane Randy. And Call Girl is broken as fuck right now. Her stats are nutty good, man. Nutty good. Nutty good. Anyway, that's me responding. Mary Jane has higher attack range that also has to be considered. Other Randys have to move around a target, and the extra health forcing targets onto that gives MJR more survivability overall, which usually means a lower attack value. Just look at Slave's garbage attack. Just because you don't understand the game does it have to be nerfed. Don't insult people because they don't agree with your stupid idea. Fucking idiot. Fucking stupid, fat, dumb shit. I mean, it makes sense that I'm not a content creator. I can't really fault them for that decision. Anyway, so we went 2 hours and 20 minutes. That's a fucking lot. Level 4 MJR at 9k. Fuck that, dude. It's brutal. I saw level 3 at 8,500. Fucking winnable. 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 But yeah, I mean, a level 4 epic is not hard to get. It's what? Fucking 25 copies after the first 8 and the 4, so it's like fucking barely even 40 copies. That's like nothing, man. That's hardly anything. When you can luck yourself into 6, 7, 8 in a Team Wars and get 12 in an end of season pack, dude, you could easily get it out. Easily. Have they reached out to you about the possibility to be a content creator again? No. 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 What? Did you hear what I just said to half their community? Glanzer told them only if they suck these nuts. Yeah, I was like, how would you like to suck my balls, Mr. Garrison? What about 32, 34? 30, 30, 30. Said hut, hut, hut. I don't know. Anyway, I appreciate you guys being here. We had a pretty good viewership, 30 to 40 the whole time. Appreciate you guys being here. We are gonna bail out though early. This one's 2 hours and a half long, so it's gonna take me quite a while to render it. So we'll have to get that started if we want a chance to get it uploaded, and then go from there. 25 plus 9 plus 3. Why am I adding 25 plus 9 plus 3? Did I forget why we were adding stuff already? 1, 3, 6, 25. Oh, I'm stupid. Those are the epic numbers, right? Gotcha. So yeah, not even 40. 34. 2. That's not even that bad. And if you buy a couple, you can buy them and you get like 3 or 4 in the packs that are like $7 or whatever. So for $100, you could have a completely playable card. That's kind of crazy. Like imagine that in Cloud Checker. Imagine that in Heroic. How much money would you have to buy to get a completely playable card? Let's say level 11. If it's a common card that just got released, that'd be nutty, man. That'd be nutty. There's not even a way to do it. You can't even like buy specific cards in that game. Hardly at all. That's one kind of detriment to it. You can specifically buy legends, but you can't really specifically buy anything else short of what's in the shop, you know? But anyway, we'll see you guys later. I'm gonna see if there's anybody streaming on the Twitchers right now that we can raid into. I just spelled that terribly wrong, but it still worked out. Is there anybody streaming South Park? I don't think so, because it usually would show. Actually, usually it shows my followed games, but it's not showing my followed games. South Park Phone Destroyer. Oh, it's just me. It's just me. Man, nobody's playing. All right, who are we gonna raid into? 989 to go. God damn. God damn. Okay, hold on. Let's raid this guy. This guy. This guy. This guy. Tipsy comes, hangs out. Let's raid. Let's go fly a kite. All right, so we will be back tomorrow with some South Park, finishing up the event, and we'll do a little bit of Fall Guys or something afterwards. I don't know. We'll kind of go with what I feel at that moment. Maybe Rocket Arena. I kind of feel like I'm gonna give up on the Fall Guys Battle Pass this time. I just don't think I'm gonna be able to get it. Don't think I'm gonna be able to make it. But give Tipsy some love. You see him in my chat every once in a while. And we will see you Tuesday. Probably won't start until like 8 p.m. Possibly a little bit later than that. But we'll see how it goes. I appreciate you guys being here. Have a good one. Later.